It begins with Leo, a hero who once saved the world from the demon army's invasion. However, after defeating the demon army, he returns to the demon queen Echidna's castle, which he completely shattered and destroyed. Leo enters a room and introduces himself by saying that he is the one who defeated the demon queen and comes to give an interview to join the demon army. He says that he is excellent at swordsmanship, black magic, holy magic, and other skills. Everyone is shocked at him because he is the cause of their downfall. He tells them that the condition of the demon's army is not good, and they also cannot hide this from him because he has put them in this condition. He tells them that he has achieved a lot and is very strong, and he defeated the demon queen in a face-to-face fight with them. Damon gets angry after hearing this. Leo thinks that these people will accept him, but Queen Echidna says she will never accept him. She attacks and burns him, but fails. Leo tries to convince them by showing them his presentations and reports. He recalls the old story of how the demon army attacked humans a year ago, and that attack was carried out by the demon queen Echidna. The human king sent Leo to stop them. He is very powerful and a great mage, but his other friends don't have any magical qualities, and he has to save them from enemies. Even the priests there do not have magic. At last, he goes on alone to fight. He tells them that he can fight with all of them because he knows all of them and their magical abilities. Queen Echidna rejects him due to his personality. The 4 generals of the queen ask him why he should join the demon army, and he says because he destroyed it one at a time, and now he wants to join it. Leo tells them that after defeating the demon army alone, he returned to the holy city of Renee. He was criticized by people who started considering him a monster, because he not only destroyed the demon army, but also came out of the castle safe and sound. This led to his exile from the human kingdom. He felt upset and thought he had put his life in danger, but they didn't thank him. So he decided to join the demon army. The 4 generals agree to give him a chance, but Leo will have to hide his identity from the queen. If he works hard, then they will accept him. Leo wakes up, looks outside the window, and says, "It's a good day for work." He unlocks the door and goes to Echidna. He asks her for practice by changing his voice to the demon queen's voice. She gets up, but when she sees Lao, she uses her eyes to attack. But Leo makes a shield to protect himself. He thinks the army of the demon's queen needs better performance because he destroyed all of theirs. All the army of demon queens go back to the demon world, so they make themselves better. And all the burden fell on 4 generals. When their fight ends, Leo says that he is watching for the things they need. Echidna makes mana reactors, and others cannot handle them due to different wavelengths. If anyone uses it, the mana reactors will explode. She says she can complete the work in less than an hour. Leo uses metamorphosis, and black armor appears. He goes to Echidna and asks for the name. He says to Echidna that his name will be Godheart. Then Leo finishes his work in less than half an hour. Echidna wants to give him some more tasks, but he wants a break. She gets tired after some work and asks Leo for help. Leo only uses metamorphosis a few times, so he faces a few problems. Echidna tries to pick him up, but he uses his gravity magic, and Echidna is defeated by him. Leo says while eating that the food quality is not there. She starts her magic, but Leo says to stop because she already beat him in the morning. Meanwhile, someone knocks on the door, and he transforms into black armor. Nobody is able to recognize him. Dianetti comes in front of Leo and Echidna, and she says she completed the work given to her. Echidna is surprised and asks what's happening. Leo tells her to keep quiet and listen to her. Echidna comes to Leo and says that he is lounging in her office, but he is working to correct the wrong things. She is excited to work with him. Then at night, Leo comes to the castle in his Black Knight's form to meet Echidna. She gives him a paper and asks him to go with Lily on a mission in logistics due to the lack of food in the castle. Echidna tells Leo that Lily is going to Largo for logistics work. Leo tells her that Largo is the land of the dragon folk. He tells her that the demon king Belial attacked the human realm many years ago, but was defeated. Then many demons decided to live with humans there. The dragon folk tried to do the same, but humans prosecuted them, and they went to live in Largo. They become upset with humans, and so far, their hatred is still the same. Steina says that when Queen Echidna attacked humans, the dragon folk welcomed them. When they fought with humans, dragon folk supplied them. Echidna is upset for Lily and asks Leo to go to Largo for her help in this difficult time. She asks him to use a warp to enter Largo City. When he reaches Largo City, he sees many demons running behind Lily. Leo says they don't have a proper strategy for work. Lily introduces Leo to others, saying that he is her future husband. Leo stops her from saying that. Then he goes to storage and asks for repairs. He goes back to his camp and thinks that the dragon folk are angry at them because they cause a lot of destruction there. Then Lily comes to him and tells her that his head is hurting. Lily goes out and asks for medicine. Shutina is informed that the supply from Largo has not reached there yet. Then Melnes comes to Shutina and says that Lily can't do this. Leo is happy that Lily is worried about him. He then gets an idea, and when Lily returns, he tells her that he has been bitten by a snake. Lily goes west to take medical herbs for him. That's what he wants. Leo sends a magical eye after Lily to keep an eye on her. He sets many traps in her way, so she understands the importance of teamwork. Lily changes herself into a wolf. Leo says she finally transforms into a divine wolf, who is the guardian god of the continent. She overcomes all his trials, one after another. Leo is surprised to see that all his trials have failed. Lily comes to his camp, and he asks about his condition, and Leo tells her that he is much better. Then she shows him a report about their next plane, which is similar to Leo's plane. She says she didn't make this plane, but she took help from someone whose name is Godheart. Leo thinks she is such a stupid girl. When her work finishes, they come back to the castle. Steina tells Leon that, as Queen Echidna calls him, he is afraid to listen. Leo is having strange nightmares. Someone looking like him is killing the monsters, and others are afraid of him. Then the next day, he meets with Queen Echidna, who is happy to know that he helped Shutina and Lily a lot. Then she asks him to eat a meal with her, but he hesitates to remove his helmet from her face. But she can't recognize him because he changes his face with his magic. She says that he doesn't look so strong on his face. When they both start eating, he sees her empty glass and fills it. Leo's target is to drink a lot, but she is good at drinking and doesn't lose her senses. He observes that when she smiles, she looks like an ordinary human. She asks about his helmet, and he says he cannot remove it due to the curse of Tiana. Shutina stops Lily from going to Leo because she may reveal Leo's secret to Echidna. Leo asks Echidna why she did not accept the hero. She gets angry when she hears his name, and she says she cannot accept him in their army because he prevented her from capturing the Philosopher's Stone. Then she says that due to Leo, she missed the Philosopher's Stone, which is a holy city treasure that was given to the first king 3,000 years ago. It's used to re-establish the capital, and it makes the land fertile. Leo knows that all the rumors about the stone are wrong, and that it has no magic because he has used it before. Then he asks why she wants to get the stone. He wonders why she doesn't go back to the demon world after being defeated by him. She says that in the demon world, the land is very barren, and due to fewer resources, demons also fight with each other, as it's a common thing there. She just wants to take the stone to make her world better. She also says that she does not have any ill will toward Leo. Leo thinks that she is good at heart, but she has to do bad things for her people. Leo decided not to make her a fool and to tell her the truth. But Shutina and Lily come to them and ask for help. They show them the letters from Myrnis and Edward. They learn from letters that Myrnis has left to go on a journey, while Edward plans to take his life. After reading the letters, they are shocked to learn that one is going to commit suicide and the other has run. Echidna goes to Edward to convince him not to give his life. Leo goes to Myrnis, and when he is going, someone attacks him, and it is not another, but Myrnis. Leo removes his helmet and tells him that he is Leo. Then they sit down, and Leo asks her the reason for the problems he is facing. But Myrnis closes her ears and says nothing in reply. Leo says if he leaves them, they will have to face a lot of problems. He says that he doesn't know how to talk in front of others, and he has to take an interview with others after 3 days. The people he chose on their behalf go back to the demon world after defeating Leo. He tells Leo to train him in 3 days. Leo says he understands his problem. Leo goes back to Echidna and tells her his problem. Echidna says Edward is killing himself with a weapon, but the weapon gets destroyed due to his dragon skills. They tell his daughter to keep an eye on him because his daughter is his weakness and he can't try it again. Leo says he helped them out after helping Melnis. Then he takes Myrnis with him to a restaurant where they are serving things to people. But Myrnis can't speak well. Leo says it's a good place for conversation, and it gives him a lot of experience. The owner thanks Leo for introducing them to new things. Then he tells her to listen to people carefully and then say something to them. Leo says that if he listens to people all the time, then he will start speaking. He says that the one who listens the best becomes the best speaker. Then he goes to some mercenaries and asks them for the order. They say they are the Howlers of Moonlit. Don't say anything to them and pass bad comments. He listens to them carefully and asks them not to cause any trouble there. He fights with their leader and defeats him. Everyone looks at them and says that he looks like their general. Leo is upset that someone may recognize him. Then he tells the other Howlers to go back. Leo claims that he performs well at night. Then he says to take his interview, and he asks Leo why he joined the demon army. Myrnis asks Leo why he did not kill humanity. He did a lot for them, but they outsourced him. Leo asks Myrnis about him, and he says that he is a half demon and half human, and his parents sold him, and he became a slave. He served many masters, and a guild targeted him. Echidna won the city and told the people that they didn't want to kill them or do any harm to them. They only wanted to rebuild the capital. Myrnis wondered why the queen didn't kill humans. Myrnis told Echidna that he joined the demon army because he wanted to kill humanity. Echidna told him that humans wanted to give them a party as thanks for not killing them. Myrnis says that it's stupidity. Everyone at the party felt jealous of each other, except Myrnis, who went to sleep because she was tired. Leo says he protected humans for such a long time, but they took him out. He thinks that being human is painful, so that's why he hates humans. He also thinks that all the people in the demon world are good at heart, but they don't have some abilities. Leo tells Myrnis that it was a time of industrialization when he was born in Tokyo, where magic was not used for common things. The world was peaceful when only humans existed, but one day, monsters started coming from a hole in the center of Tokyo. Humans fought with them, but they were too weak for them. They decided to make an unstoppable weapon to kill them. Then they made Leo. He is a living weapon. All the humans that were born with him died in different battles, but Leo is still alive. Because he is made not to die, he goes into battle whenever he needs to. He is programmed to protect humanity, but as time passes, he thinks it's right to protect humanity. But when humans pushed Leo out, he became happy to get a chance to quit harrowing. He can help humanity when they need it, and he also wishes to join the demon army. Myrnis asks his age, and Leo stops counting after 1,000 years of his age. Myrnis is surprised and thinks they are nothing in his eyes. Then he says that he will do well in the interview. Echidna opens a book, searches for someone, and says he can help them. Some demons are doing construction work in a place. They see the hand of a robot. Giulietta tells Leo about her father, saying that he wants to take his life because the troops he trained were defeated in some crime era. He considered himself the reason. She says that Edward wants all his troops to be as powerful as he is, but when they are defeated, he thinks that he cannot train them well. Leo says that people like Edward want everyone to be as strong as they are. Giulietta says that he is such a hard worker and gives tough training to soldiers, and his soldiers are very serious in their training. She also wants to be like her father. Leo assures her that he will handle this matter. Echidna and others are discussing Leo, and Myrnis tells Echidna and Lily that Leo is a living weapon. Leo thinks of a way to save Edward. She says that Edward left the army and became a common soldier. He takes responsibility for Edward. She tells him to go to another place. When he reaches the place, Lily takes him to a machine. Leo says it's an artifact that is designed to fight high-ranking demons. It's more powerful than S-rank Crimea, and it will prove beneficial for them. Edward tells the troops that he is no longer a general, but a soldier. Leo hears all this, but he is invincible with his magic. The golem machine comes out of the forest. The soldiers attack, but they cannot defeat it. The machine attacked them, but Leo stopped them and said, Edward has to fight with the machine. Leo tells Edward that this ancient weapon will kill him. His dragon skills are nothing in front of him. Leo tells Giulietta to attack the machine from the right side because it's weak from the right side. The golem stops, but it turns on again. Leo understands that it sends a message to other colleagues, and that's right. Then he came to know, with magic, that there were 3 golems there. Echidna tells him to be with Edward. She burns all the golems. Leo says to Edward that he can't defeat golems, even with the great general. Then he says to Edward that he already said this to his soldiers when they were defeated. Edward realized his mistake. He is sorry to the soldiers for giving them hard training, but they say they admire him. That's why they joined the army. Leo reads something from the book. Echidna comes and says that Echidna wants to promote him to a leadership position. Then she asks about the Philosopher's Stone, and he says they can achieve it. She sees his book, Ibrad. Leo says the picture on the page does not match Ibrad. Then he remembers Ibrad coming to him and telling him that their king Belial's experiments had opened the Great Spirit Portal. He told Leo that Belial tried to solve everything with violence. Their king opens the portal to reach an uninhabited place in the human world, but they reach it accidentally. He says their king made a plan to leave some demons in the human world to die. Now he will talk to humans. Leo says it's difficult to kill a single demon. Leo said he gave him many informative points, and he will not be killed. Leo said his name is Demon Heart Leo, and he came from an anti-devil self-development bioweapon. He obtained useful information from Ibrad. Leo said he remained on standby until another threat to humanity's existence presented itself. Ibrad says he risks his life to win the peace of the world, but at last, he has no job or place to belong. He says to Leo that his reason to exist is going to be stripped away from him after the war. Ibrad worries about him, because he has to live without having any reason after the war. When the war ends between humans and the Devil King, he has no place in the world in which he was born. but it only happened if he didn't die in this war. Then he says to Abrod that if they fail to send him, then he has to exist with them. When he is going, he says to Leo that when he gets tough, he should do what he wants. And don't say that. He was born to protect humanity. If they stop needing him, then he has a chance to do something else to live for, and he will always remember his name, Leo. Leo meets Ibrad in 2060. Many years pass, and now Leo joins the demon army. He remembers his advice and does what he wants after the war. And now, he is going to Queen Echidna. Leo goes to Echidna to tell her the truth. She wants to promote him to general, but her assistant comes and tells her the portal is going to close and that it's the only way to the demon world. Echidna says they don't have enough crystals to open the portal. She tells all of them that she corrected the portal. Then she says that if a portal closes, then it opens after thousands of years or after a century. She is a leader in the demon world, and she can't stop there. Echidna says to attack the capital and goes back to the demon world with the Philosopher's Stone. She says that they can't fight humans because they have a hero, Leo, and if the hero helps them, then they can do this. He asks Onyx what he knows about the hero Leo. Onyx says that he writes about heroes only in stories. But Onyx is the hero Leo. If she goes into the demon world without a Philosopher's Stone, then her leadership may be in danger. Lily is going to tell her about Leo, but Echidna stops her. Echidna says, sadly, that she studied a lot and made plans to make her world better. Leo says to her, putting his helmet beside the stone, which is very antique. There are 2 stones in the world. He comes to his real self and tells Echidna that he came there to learn about her. Leo decided that if she was eligible, he would help her get the stone. And if she is not, then he will move back. Echidna gets angry at him because he has been making her a fool for a long time. Then they go to the mountain, but she doubts that he will use any trap to kill them. Echidna asks if there is another stone in the world. He tells about a mountain where the Philosopher's Stone will be found, and it also shows that he has been taking care of that stone for a long time. He says he is a bioweapon, born to protect humanity. She thinks he is a human being who is 3,000 years old. When they reach a mountain, he tells them that the stone is in his heart, but because his full name is Leo Demonheart, they can get that stone only by killing him. He took out his sword and said, "Fight." He remembered her, and she said she would do anything for it. Echidna remembered standing there and hearing an elder's words, who said to her that the hero fights with countless kings and demons. And now she is in front of him. She attacked Leo, but she fell. Leo says if humanity doesn't need him, then he will do things of his own will. He continued to protect people because he protected humans for a long time. If he hadn't done this, then it would have been destroyed many years ago. He sees Echidna is not moving. He attacks her, but Edward stops his attack. Then Echidna sealed him in a cage, but he easily broke the cage and launched an attack on Edward. His self-improvement ability is not over, and he doesn't know who he should hate, the humans or the demons, but he wants to kill all of them. Then Lily tells Leo that he can tell her his problem. He attacks Lily, and she faints. Echidna is angry at him for beating a pure soul girl. Edward comes to him and thinks of him as his best friend, but Leo says that he is his villain. Then Edward uses his dragon skills to attack, but Leo freezes him, and he faints, but Leo doesn't kill him. Leo has been living for 3,000 years, and he has fought with many more devils, kings, and other monsters. His defense is very powerful. If he doesn't die, then he will finish the world. He sees Echidna attack him, seal him in an earth cage, and burn him, but nothing happens to him. Then both Myrness and Echidna combine their attacks on him. He tells Myrness he wants to protect the world because he has to destroy it. Then Lily attacks him, but her condition becomes very bad a few times later. Then Echidna tells Echidna to stop Leo for 42 seconds. Echidna thinks he is very powerful and she can't stop him. Then Echidna starts making a spell that he learned from the Demon King. This is made to kill heroes, but any king or hero doesn't use it because all the mana is finished after using it. Echidna fights with the hero and says he doesn't hate anyone but is afraid of his future. He knew that Philosopher's Stone would be in good hands. That's why he took them to that place. Echidna completes her spell and attacks him, but he doesn't try to run and takes that attack to himself. Echidna uses her hero binding spell with full power. The hero cannot dodge the attack. He thinks that earlier, when he designed, he fought for humility and killed the demons. But when the days of peace come, he becomes upset and wants destruction, so he saves the world from attacks. And that's why he designed some heroes in his base, so they can destroy the world, and he saves the world. Some people tell him that demons attack humans after 3,000 years, and he kills them. He came back to his base and broke all the heroes whom he had made. And he says he is not a hero, but evil because this can only be done by a demon who wants destruction. He wants destruction only for himself and puts others in trouble. The king sends him to the demons, and he goes to fight. He sees Echidna saying not to kill any innocent people. He took one of the demons, who told him she wanted to get a philosopher's stone to make her world better. He also says she is not like other demon kings. Then he finishes his army so that he can help them when they need him. And for that, he has to kill all of them. He also came to know about her purpose in getting the philosopher's stone. Leo is in bad condition due to her attack. Echidna says that there is no benefit to his 3,000-year struggle, because he does not have any place or any friend with whom he can share his worries. Echidna is also in bad condition because she uses all her mana in that spell. Leo is very powerful and has a lot of abilities. He takes the powers and strength of demons and monsters with whom he fights. He says he helps Echidna and others a lot, but they don't say that they will save him, and they don't care whether he is a hero or not. Her spell works on Leo, but he wants to spend more time with them. Then they all attack Leo one by one, and he falls. All his powers and abilities have ended, and he has changed into a zero-sized Leo. Then he says he gave responsibility to Echidna to make peace between humans and demons, and he also says he believed that she could do it. He smiles while looking at all of them. Blood flows out of Echidna's eyes, and they are all very upset. Lily cries for him. Leo is in bad condition and has been fatally injured. When Leo smiles, Echidna says he is having fun after all this. She asks why he did not escape from her spell. He says if he had done that, then the guys would have lost, and the guys are already losers. He has used his magic to separate himself from stone. She says what a stupid answer he has given. After this, he asks to take this stone out of him. They have 300 seconds to do it all, and he says to maintain peace. Lily starts crying after hearing it, but Edward takes her back. After this, Echidna goes to Leo and asks him if he thinks that she would do this. Echidna thinks neither he nor humans want to kill demons or humans, and she told him that she wanted to make him an ambassador between humans and demons. She doesn't have that much time because she's a demon queen. After this, they all gather and say that they will not remove this stone. Leo says to get out quickly because they have less time. Myrness says to him that he taught him that when there is difficulty, one should ask for help from friends. Then why didn't he ask for help from them? But now there is no time left. They say that it seems that he wants to stay alive. But Leo had become so much of his ego that it became himself. And because of himself, he didn't ask for help from any of his friends. He tells them to take a stone from his heart. When the last 30 seconds are left, Echidna says that if he wants to die, she will kill him, but this life is his own. Her words seemed like eyebrows. Leo started crying. Everyone celebrates Leo's return with a party. Leo says to Echidna that she saved her life, so he wants to help her so that she can make her demon world better. She can trust him because he has never made a girl cry in 3,000 years. After a while, Lily's voice comes, and then he thinks that he has made her cry many times. Then Jeriata comes and says that people are facing a lot of problems. And at that time, everyone comes inside the castle and tells them about their problems. Queen says to Leo that first, they should end the problems of castle people, and then they will solve the issue of humans and demons.